al-Badi. He gave characteristics and traits of the Bedouin, the people that they don't live in the city, they live in the outskirts and they live in the desert. They're not clothed properly. They barefooted, they don't have no footwear. They just graze their animals and sheep and the like. These are the signs and the characteristics of the people who live far. People who live far away from the cities and civilization. Usually their feet are bare, they don't have no footwear, they don't have enough clothes, and modest. They're very modest. Because they're poor. Also, they're very poor. This doesn't mean that they don't have no clothes on, the Sheikh said, but they don't have enough clothes that cover their entire body. They don't wear, they don't wear a lot of, luxurious clothes, and they have a lot of clothes. Like, look at the people in the cities and the like. They have closets. Some people, they have a closet that is bigger than living room, and that closet full of so many. Some people, they even have a couple of closets only for like shoes. Then one closet only for jackets. Watches too. They have so many. One watch is not enough. They have dozens of watches, dozens of clothes, and this, and shoes, and subhanAllah. He said, but these people here, no, they're not into that. They just wear modest clothing. They don't even cover their entire body. They have no footwear. And what they do, they just have animals. They spend the time just taking their animals, sheep, goats, camels, from one place to another, seeking the pastures and the water. How can that? But he says, but these people, one of the signs of the hour, their condition will change. Now they're gonna live in lofty buildings, compete one another in building like lofty towers. They used to live in tents made out of skin of animals, but now they're gonna live in lofty and compete one another and brag with one another who's gonna like build the highest towers and highest buildings and skyscrapers, like they call them. He said, look, this is the people who used to just live in the tents, in a desert, running after sheep and camels. Now they compete with one another who's going to like beautify a big building and all of that. Sheikh says this is from the signs of the hour. كما هو واقع الآن مصداقا لقوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. So this is actually, it's happening as we speak. He said it's happening. People who used to live in the Badia, where they live now, they live in a high building. And everyone wants to live in a better house and better apartment and villa than the other, the Sheikh says. And they want to erect higher building than if this person have a building, this 10-story, this one was like 20, the other one was like 40, and this is happening. Look at the Khalij, for example, in the Gulf. 40 years ago, 50 years ago, most of those people, they used to live like their grandparents, and they used to live in modest homes. And go to Dubai right now. SubhanAllah. Yeah, alhamdulillah. The Sheikh said this is happening. There are people who years ago, they used to live in in tents and modest homes, have modest clothing. That's all they know is camels and sheep and goat. Now, look at the houses and the high buildings and the Bentleys and the like all the big houses and big fancy cars and all that, and the fast speed life. He says, and this shows the truthfulness of our Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that he is a messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He informed about certain things, and they take place as he informed sallallahu alaihi wasallam. قال ثم انطلق أي قام السائل وخرج. We're going to stop here and we try to finish it tomorrow because we have a few minutes for the iqamah. Inshallah ta'ala, let's get some benefits from this. Inshallah ta'ala. We have 5 minutes. Inshallah ta'ala. Now, we will continue that tomorrow, this class and this series of classes that we started a couple months ago, inshallah ta'ala. And we're going to start, inshallah ta'ala, another book. We'll let you know tomorrow about that. We're going to start another book on the first week of January, right? Huh? Yeah, we're going to start on the 3rd, the Friday of the 3rd. We're going to start a new book. We're going to, inshallah ta'ala, the masjid will provide a copy for those who come first, inshallah. That's how it is. First comers, they're going to benefit from the books, inshallah ta'ala. And we're going to start a new book, inshallah. Barakallahu feekum. Jazakumullah khairan for your participation. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all beneficial knowledge that produces righteous actions. وصلى الله وسلم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا.